Hello students, Apna Study presents you the Hindu News Bulletins for the 24th of June. Let's dive in. Before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
National News. Deputy Election Commissioner Chandra Bhushan Kumar holds virtual meetings with DCs.
Deputy Election Commissioner Chandra Bhushan Kumar held virtual meetings with 20 Deputy Commissioners, DCs, of the Union Territory on Wednesday. Officials said the exercise was aimed at collecting data on the population and details of the topography of each assembly and parliamentary constituency in J&K. The move comes days after National Conference (NC) President Dr. Farooq Abdullah dropped broad hints at joining the commission.
COVID-19. The loss of smell and taste in the brain.
The loss of smell and taste is among the most common symptoms associated with coronavirus infection, says a study that scanned brain images from a group of volunteers to compare changes before and after COVID-19. The study, which is yet to be peer-reviewed, was able to paint a picture of a distinct loss of grey matter in regions of the brain associated with smell.
Assam police complaint against former NRC state coordinator Pratik Hajala.
Assam Public Works said Pratik Hajala manipulated the family tree verification during the NRC update exercise. The draft NRC published in August 2019 had left out the names of 19.06 lakh of some 3.3 crore applicants. The inclusion of a very high percentage of illegal and doubtful persons' names pointed to manipulation, the APW said.
COVID-19 vaccines. India's highest dose.
India administered over 63.2 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccines until 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday. India needs to administer 82 lakh doses daily on an average to fully inoculate its adult population by 2021. Madhya Pradesh recorded the highest number of vaccinations, 11 lakh, followed by Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. India now records second highest number of 7-day average daily deaths in the world, next to Brazil 2003.
West Bengal Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee.
Mamta Banerjee criticizes the centre's proposed move to start major penalty proceedings against former State Chief Secretary Alapan Bandyopadhyay. She said the centre was victimizing him and using brute force against a very competent and dedicated officer. The former Chief Secretary had lost 3 family members, including his brother, to COVID-19 in a span of a few weeks.
China raising new Miming Chetan for high-altitude warfare near eastern Ladakh.
China is raising new militia units comprising local Tibetan youth for high-altitude warfare near eastern Ladakh, the site of recent border tensions. The new Miming Chetan units mirror India's elite and decades-old Special Frontier Force consisting of persons of Tibetan origin. The units are being trained by the PLA, but personnel are yet to get uniforms or ranks.
COVID-19 vaccine development and genetic sequencing.
BJP members staged a walkout when committee chairman Jairam Ramesh refused to postpone the meeting. Opposition members vehemently called for the meeting to continue. There were 11 BJP MPs and 7 opposition members. Questions were asked about why India's genome sequencing is at 0.13% as against the 5% target.
International news. Voting rights bill vote, the Senate vote failed.
The For the People Act sought to make access to voting easier across the country. It was introduced in response to Republican-backed measures to tighten voting laws in several states. The bill included provisions to increase early voting, absentee voting and limit gerrymandering. The Democrat-controlled House had passed its version of the legislation in March.
Former Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe returns to Parliament.
Ranil Wickremesinghe returns to Parliament 10 months after his United National Party suffered its biggest electoral defeat in history. UNP didn't win a single seat in the 2020 general election, but it had enough cumulative votes to nominate one member under its national list.
Tiananmen Square closed to the public.
Beijing's Tiananmen Square was barricaded on Wednesday and will remain closed until July 2nd. The square, which normally attracts tourists from around the country, was barricaded. It also houses the mausoleum of Mao Zedong, the founding leader of Communist China. The ruling party was established in secrecy in 1921, following the collapse of the Qing dynasty in 1912.
Climate change, UN draft report.
Climate change will fundamentally reshape life on Earth in the coming decades, says the UN draft report. Early models predicted that we were not likely to see Earth-altering climate change before 2100. But prolonged warming even beyond the threshold of 1.5 degrees Celsius could produce progressively serious, centuries-long and, in some cases, irreversible consequences.
Iran says it failed a sabotage attack on an atomic energy agency building.
Iran says it foiled a sabotage attack on an atomic energy agency building in a mysterious incident. It comes as the US blocks Iran-linked websites and as talks to revive a nuclear deal progress. The move comes 2 days after Iran said it temporarily shut down its only nuclear power plant at Bushehr.
Business news. BPOs in India, new norms governing other service providers.
India said more norms governing other service providers, or voice-based BPOs, were being relaxed. This was aimed at helping consolidate the country's position in the sector globally. The interconnectivity between all types of OSP centers was now permitted. This is a continuation of Department of Telecommunications liberalization of norms in November.
COVID-19 reopening strategy is not precious.
Reopening strategy in wake of decline in COVID-19 cases is not prudent, and might even result in a rise in infections, Oxford Economics says. Vaccine coverage remains low in many states, a global forecasting firm says. Oxford Economics maintains its 2021 growth forecast at 9.1% and says economic data does not support an upward revision.
Sports news. New Zealand wins World Test Championship.
New Zealand beat India by 8 wickets in the final of the inaugural World Test Championship (WTC). Kane Williamson's men clinched a global title. New Zealand finished on 140 for 2 with more than 7 overs left after the contest stretched into the reserve day after 2 days' play was washed out.
Indian golfer Anirban Lahiri says he wasn't expecting to qualify for the Olympics.
Indian golfer Anirban Lahiri qualifies for the Olympics at the 60th spot. Lahiri says he wasn't expecting to qualify given his below-par performance this year. The 33-year-old wants to make it count by returning with a medal from the Tokyo Games. The former Asian number 1 finished 57th in Rio while playing with an injury.